You were liberated by the American Army.
Yeah, right.
What happened to you immediately after your liberation?
Oh, this was the greatest day in our life, darling.
Yeah.
Because when before the liberation, the you know, it was a big place where they count us every day, you know. Every day, if nobody is missing, you can miss because over there there was a fence, you know, for electric, you know. If anybody is going close to the electric, it's burning, you know, right away. As we just can tell you as how the you know, when the American was close already, you know, as we see something is changed, you know, because the SS doesn't keep up the hand already like in the German time, you know, and we just you know, I just was the gypsy mine had the gypsy. He ran away somewhere else, you know. He was asking to transfer him to air because he knows he want to kill him, you know. As when the American was coming, you know, as what shall I tell you is you know.
Well, explain the liberation for us. What was it like? What was the sequence of events of the Americans liberating Ebony?
The liberation was this, you know, as one night time we see already something is, you know, is not so bad like used to be, you know, as we just was waiting, you know, what is, you know, as the people went out to work, you know, in the tunnel, they come back in the morning, and they knows as I go to the office and I know some news, you know, as they told me, Tailor, you heard the news? And I asking them, no. As what is the news? The war is over. As over there was a guy who was Czech from Czechoslovakia, you know. He was, you know, not a Jew, you know, and Občárek Antoni, I remember his name, you know, and he was the schreiber, you know. He write down the names from the people, you know, and when he heard a good news, as he was starting to, he was whistling, you know, as I told them, I told Antoni, you heard the news? He was the schreiber, you know. As I told him, he told me, what kind of news? Antoni, you know, heard? The war is over. As he told me, you crazy. As he take right away the book, you know, and he went to the main office, you know. He saw everything is upside down, you know. As he told me, as I heard Antoni is coming back, you know. You're right, the war is over. But what is word, you know, the head told us, you know, if anybody is gonna leave, you know, the liberators, you know, we wanna kill them, you know. They make in the night time, they make in the tunnel, they make dynamite, they put in the dynamite in the tunnel, you know. And when we want to go in the tunnel, they want to throw down the tunnel, you know, and everybody want to die in the tunnel, in Ebense. In the tunnel was 5 tunnels, you know, everywhere, as one tunnel they want to put on everybody, you know, because the tunnel was so big, you know, as the train was going in, you know, and everything, because the tunnel was like the putting the munition as the American airplane doesn't want to throw the bomb, you know. As we in the morning they called us up, you know, as the head told us, I'm responsible for you, and I want, and everybody want to go back in the tunnel you want to save. Meantime, an old SS was coming to our head, you know, he told, don't go in the tunnel, you know, because if you go into the tunnel, he want to ask you to go in the tunnel. If you want to go in the tunnel, he want to bomb down in the tunnel, and you want to dead in the tunnel, everybody, you know. As he called out the big man, and he told us, I'm responsible for you, and I want you want to stay till the American army is coming in, you know, and I want you want to go in, everybody in the tunnel. As he told us to say, no, we're not going in. We want to stay outside. As he saw already, as he can't do nothing, you know, as he went down, you know, and goodbye. After this was in the morning, in the afternoon, you know, the American was coming in. What shall I tell you? 2 tanks was coming in. The tank is here, you know. The tank was coming in, you know, and we jumped on the tank, you know. The half of that people, you know, come out, you know. We jumped on the tank, and the American soldiers, we can't come out, you know, because so many people they went up, you know, and they take down the people, you know, and they come out, you know, the American soldiers.
Yeah.
And because you just can't believe it, what kind of things they did for us, you know. They make right away a completely hospital. After 24 hours, they make a big hospital, you know, with all kind of machineries, you know, and medication and everything. And on the other day, after 4 hours, you know, they told, now it's finished between the killing, you know, because, you know, we take out in the place even the dead people in a bag, you know. We have to take out everyone, they want to count the people as nobody is missing, you know. Even the dead people we take it out to the upper Platz, you know, the upper Platz, they called upper Platz, when they was starting to count us, you know, as we just the American soldier has a little chocolate, you know, want to give me a piece of chocolate, and I was afraid, you know, as somebody want to hit me too, you know. And I went in the tank, you know, in the bottom of the tank. I covered myself, you know, with another boy, you know, with my friend. And the American was starting to shoot in the air, you know, and the war is over between us, you know. And we come out, you know, on the American, what shall I tell you, they just unbelievable what they did, you know. They make right away a hospital, you know, and in the hospital they put in everybody in the hospital, you know, and we just, you know, I was very, very sick, you know, because I have infection all my body, you know. I was lucky already as the was so American coming already, you know. And there was on the other day, this is what I want to tell you. The other day, they called up the main magazine, you know, as to bring us easy food, you know, like rice, like cereal, things like that, because everybody was sick from the garbage food, but everything they find, they eat human being meat, you know, they find people, you know, who was cut down the meat from the leg, you know, and they was eating the meat, you know, from the human being, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and this, you know, when the American, they called up the main office, you know, and was the other morning, come a big truck, you know, with good food, you know, and all they give us the rice with all kind of cereal and you know, and what they did with us, you know, you just can't believe it.
So they treated you very well.
On what I was just, you know, when this happened, you know, I went into Athens, you know, in the city, you know, with my friend, you know, and I was full with lies, you know. But, you know, my body was completely infected, you know, and I take my striped suit, you know, and I put it in the water. In Athens there is a water, running a water in between the city, you know. I take it off, you know, and I was completely naked, you know. I throw it in the water. He did my friend too, you know, and we went naked on the street, you know, and we went into a place, and the man was working on the railroad station, you know, exactly, and he was thinking that his son is coming home from the war, you know, because he was screaming out, you know, let me in, you know. We let her in, you know, and they give us food, you know, and they give me a suit from the train, you know. With this train suit, I went home, you know. And when I went home, as I want to tell you this story, you know, as after 2 months later, they build up us, you know, they give us already good food, you know, the American, yes.
What physical condition you were in? You said you were very infected and that you had lice. How much did you weigh at the liberation?
The liberation?
How much did you weigh? Yeah.
How much? Who?
What was your weight when they
was weight? Some 60 pounds.
60 pounds.
Yeah, this was some unbelievable, you know, unbelievable, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, it's as they start to give us everything on the air, on the after the morning was coming in at the truck with food, you know, and the soldier was on the top from the truck with a machine gun, and he told, "I'm a Jew," you know. As we were so happy, you know,
yeah.
And not because he's a Jew, you know, he's our you know, good willing, as he was, you know, he told us to sing our national anthem, you know, on every nation he called up to sing the national anthem, you know, and it was so nice, you know, and we got already the good lunch, you know, and after this, you know, it was very nice, you know.
How long did it take you to rehabilitate?
What rehabilitate?
How long did it take you to get better?
Better? Oh,
physically.
You know, I just, you know, a few weeks, you know, was already, you know, you know, the infection, they put on the things what I need, you know, and they put on they bring right away machineries, you know, Rungen, you know, and to heal right away the people with all kind of medication, you know. Unbelievable! I never see such a. And I'm telling you, as God give us America, you know.